do this while I drive because, you know, what beats a ticket in Spanish in a foreign country, right? Of course, I did it a lot in Belize, too. Anyway, welcome, friends and family. Welcome back to the channel. I am currently driving through Honduras. It's very hot. It's 87 degrees right now. Driving through here. We're down kind of in the valley on our way into Comayagua, which is where I worked when I was working here. We'll go past Sotocano Air Base, which is where the Honduran Air Force trains. It's also where the U.S. military is at. It's now called Palmarola. ¿Cómo se? Palmarola?
Palmerola.
Yeah, like she said. That's the airport I flew into, which was kind of an interesting approach. We actually flew like to Tegucigalpa and then did a U-turn. Tegucigalpa is the capital. It's about an hour's drive. Did a U-turn from there and came back just to kind of get into the canyon, which of course was extremely turbulent because of the heat and then the rapid elevation changes on both sides flying through the canyon. So it wasn't extremely pleasant, but you know, such is life. It was short term. So we'll be passing that probably in about 30 minutes for me, but it will be much faster for you. So this is Sotocano, military base on this side. This whole end is just for Honduran military training. There wasn't really a whole lot of US stuff going on over here, so I didn't really get to see too much of it. Here in a second, past these trees, you should be able to see the new control tower. Possibly. Yeah, no, I guess you can't. Yeah, you can kind of see the control tower over there. Or I can. I don't think you guys will be able to in the video. But maybe here in a second. Not that it's super important. So about where you see that red rotating dish right there. Of course, you can't see very well through the trees. Is where I used to work. We stopped off at the caves of Taulabe. It's one of 30 marvels of Honduras. There's another one on the coast I want to go to. It's a cave full of skulls. This is in Spanish, that's in Spanish, that's in Spanish. If you know Spanish. I think you can kind of figure this out. So I don't know the velocidad. It was different up there. Oh, the wind. The wind speed. There was another sign over there that had something a little bit higher. Humidity, obviously 68%. The altitude is meters above sea level. I don't know this one, something parts per million. Temperature is, what is that? 76 degrees, I think. They say centigrade is more accurate than Fahrenheit, but you've never seen 27.99 Fahrenheit. And then this is the atmospheric pressure in millibars. We're used to seeing it in inches of mercury. I don't know if I could tell you what the millibar thing is, what the conversion between millibar and inches of mercury, and of course the level of oxygen. That is interesting coloring in rock formations. There's a lot of skulls hanging around here. Would skulking be the right word? Their skulls are skulking? The sign says don't enter armed. What are they worried about? Okay, now we're down here. It's colder. It's more humid. There's no wind. Still don't know what that is. Less oxygen, and the pressure is the same. I don't know how well the GoPro's doing with the blinking lights. I don't even know why the lights are blinking. Well, this is a good, like, 40 feet above us. It's the wildlife. Yeah, they definitely would have let you do this in the States, huh? Break out a wall to build a path for the cave. You can't see this because it's dark. This is like head level. The erosion almost seems upside down. Sorry, I know I'm making weird noises while I'm filming this. I'm eating, shockingly enough. They had some candy at the entrance. Fat boy can't say no. Oh, it got hot up here all of a sudden. Here's another sign. Well, I don't know if you can see how humid that is. No wind, obviously. Humidity's up at 84% now. Oxygen's at 20.19. The temperature hasn't gone down much. Trying to do complex tasks while I'm walking here. I downloaded the GoPro this morning and formatted the card, except the card did not format. So it's yelling at me saying I only have 20 minutes of video left. So I'm going to show you this from here. And I'll start the video again. I'm going to try this. Up there, there's a dark spot. I don't know if you can see the dark spot right here where my light is. Yeah, that's not helping. Basically, there's about 22 bats up there hanging out, which is pretty cool. Murciélagos. Murciélagos. I'm probably messing that up, but, you know, bat was just too easy to say. Murciélagos. It's cool that they keep putting signs throughout this cave that kind of tell about the atmospheric conditions, your elevation, etc. The cave does go up and down quite a bit. You think that plant's growing there because they put a light there, or you think they put a light there because the plant grew? Cause and effect. Anyway, yeah. Oh, ooh, slippery. Careful. My iPad's in the car, so I might try to download this again and format it so I don't have to worry too much about saving the memory. This light looks oddly natural for a cave. Yeah, although I'm wrong. I don't know how long this cave is, but it seems like it just keeps going, which is awesome. The path is really slippery, and the handrail is soaking wet. Ooh, get at 'em. And for some reason, they put an arrow that you can't see on the rock, just in case you couldn't find the path. Stab it. I sometimes wonder if it's worth filming in caves like this, because the GoPro doesn't do too bad in low light situations, but it's not great. Obviously, there's some things you can't see. Like, I can see this fine without the light, but you can't see it at all. So sometimes I wonder, they must talk about evolution here. If there was ever a need for a sign that says do not enter. Oh wait, I think you can. There's steps here. Oh. That might happen. Shh. Down there they put a sign that says no passing. There's another path that goes behind this rock. And up here there's another sign that says it is humid and hard to breathe. It's also 32 degrees Fahrenheit or Celsius, which is 80 something Fahrenheit, which you would think the cave would get cooler. However, it is not. And it's slippery. The end. We have reached the end. All right, well, cool. That's good. Mm-hmm. So there's this other side cave over here. We asked what was in it, and she said it's just a cave for the bats. So there's no lights in this one. Although you can see in it from that one. I kind of shone my light in here when we were on our way out. See? So let me see if I can get in here farther. You can hear them. I don't know if you can, but I can. There's one right there flying around. There's definitely some guano down here. And looks like maybe some up there, but no. Oh, there's one right there. And there's one flying around. Oh, a bunch of them back there flying around. There's a bunch hanging, but they're not really in groups like they were in that other cave. They're just kind of chilling out by themselves. Huh, cool. Murcielago. So I've made it to the park where we're going. This was kind of the whole trip today. Of course, it's like 1:15 when we're finally getting here, but it was a lot of driving. And the road is terrible. You might remember when I was in Belize, I was off-roading in a Honda. And I'm off-roading in a Honda again. Except this time it's all-wheel drive. And not rented. But, I mean, it's actually smaller than the one I had in Belize. Just this one's all-wheel drive. So, no problem. After much fighting and despair, I was able to erase the memory card on the GoPro. It froze quite a few times, overheated the camera, had to pull the battery out. It was an ordeal. Anyway, the water's not super high like we saw at the other waterfall, but it is a river, so it will be better. There's also zip lines here. Now, I've run into American groups here in the past, and I think I saw a group, not one American, just a second ago. They all had that I'm from a first world country look on their face and waistline. But aside from that, haven't seen too many. Although there's like 1,000 people here. It is unbelievably populated right now. I'm not a huge fan of. But we're gonna walk down to the overlook to see the waterfalls. There's a brief one right here, and then there's another one farther down that'll get a better view. Do you see how the water right here just comes out of the rock? Like a lot of water just comes out of the rock. That's freaking cool. Apparently if you pay enough you can hike down there too. I don't know if you can see, but right there, there's a guy in an orange hard hat. Now he disappeared now. He's got like a rafting cap on. You can actually like go down to that rock right there. I'm not going to. I think this says something about the overlook. Not real sure. Mirador is definitely looking. Hacia part, no sure, not sure. It's the stairway away from heaven. I don't know what exactly this is used for, or possibly past tense was used for. Obviously you can get down to the dam right here, or the spillway I suppose it is. But it looks like at one point it may have been open to the public and is no longer. There is a set of steep stairs here, but they've been completely cemented and blocked. There's a gate back there behind me that you could probably still get through, obviously also locked. And it looks like it was set up with waiting areas and whatnot. We also just passed a bunch of wet people, and I know that there's not really a place to get in the water up here. So they must have been the people that were down in the canyon that I was kind of trying to show you earlier. It is wet here finally. Getting some spray off the waterfall. And the temperature has finally dropped, like right here. All the way up to this point, it was still quite high. Well, I was trying to pull my camera up to get a video of this, but now there's too much dust. It wouldn't record for some reason. I need to get a new camera, I guess, but so you can't really see. Maybe now, maybe no, I don't know. Anyway, they do this kind of thing here. There's like a motorcycle with 4 people on it, or that truck that I was just trying to show you is a church group that was there at Pulapansak with us, and there was like 25 people in the back of that pickup truck. Is a Toyota Tacoma, and they put some boards across the bed for everybody to sit on, and then there's a bunch of people standing. It's just a whole freaking busload of people in the back of a Toyota Tacoma. Like this one. But like you see, well, this motorcycle's only got 2 people on it. But you see it a lot here where there's just like a truck full of people or a motorcycle full of people. This is a little township, if you will. Just right here on the edge of this lake. This is Lago Yohoa. Let's see if there's... Oh, we're not quite there yet. Okay, we made it. Here, see, this guy's trying to get this guy to back out. This dude's taking a smoke break. It's kind of late in the afternoon, so I don't know if it's going to be super active. Most of this traffic is buses headed back. Not sure to where. But let's see if this guy runs out in the orange right here. No, he's going to watch us drive by. Yeah, I wish I had gotten it on the way in. This guy's trying a little harder. This guy's getting someone to back out. But see all these people here in these reflective vests. They're always like trying to flag you into their parking spot to come shop with them or stop at their restaurant. He's taking the time off. Yeah, do that. Go. Vámonos. Rápido. Meep, meep. This guy, see, he wants you to come in. Yeah, not quite as active as they were before. When I came through here in 2020, these guys were super adamant about getting us to pull in places. I mean, we did ultimately stop someplace to eat because we were looking for one, but I was kind of amazed at how these guys will come out and like stand in the street to try and flag people down. But I suppose that's how you get business, right? So I don't know if you can tell, kind of the sunset kind of accentuates it. This is what I was talking about the other day, was that there's, I mean, it's a clear day, there's no clouds, but there's this just haze that sits here in the valley, and I don't know if this is fog, smog, smoke. Not real sure what it is. There's a couple cities in here, and of course this is a pretty decent boxed in valley, so it might be smog. I'm not real sure. It's possible. The wind is pretty much non-existent down here. There's a gentle breeze sometimes, but nothing that'll really blow anything away, so that's probably where all this comes from. Looking across the valley over here, it's not as bad, but you can still see it there. So that's kind of a... Well, anyway, that's pretty much the adventure for today. We're on our way back down one mountain into the valley and up the other, so it's quite a drive. We think we've been driving for 2.5 hours already. We got about another hour to go. So went to the other side of the state, the country, into a different department. So hope you guys enjoyed it. I know this has been kind of a brief video, and most of these videos have been. I apologize. There have been like some activities in the day, and then just like hanging out with friends and stuff in the afternoon. So just trying to keep you up to speed a little bit with my trip here. If we do more exciting things, I'll definitely bring you along with me. But once again, thank you for joining. Be sure to like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon. I know I don't post very often. I apologize for that. But hit the bell on for the once every 6 months that I post a video, so you guys can keep up with my less exciting life than it used to be. And anyway, I'm rambling, and we'll see you next time.